Changing Linux system host name. Host name is the name of your Linux machine that is assigned during the first install, and oftentimes a machine is repurposed or decommissioned or used for something else. Then you have to change its host name. To change the host name, the command that is used is host name ctl dash set dash hostname space new hostname. This is the command. I believe there is no dash in the middle, but I'll try it out. Hostname set dash hostname, and of course the new hostname. The files that are used to save the new hostname in Linux 7 OS version, it's etc hostname. The older version of Linux, which was version 6, the configuration file for hostname was etc sysconfig and network. So again, let's try changing our hostname of our Linux machine in our lab environment, our Linux machine. And right now, when you type hostname, this is the name of our machine, my first Linux OS. Now I want to change this hostname to a different host name because my company came up with a new standard. Now every machine has to comply with the new standard requirement, so that's why I wanted to change it. So in order to change a host name, you have to first become root, because root is only the one who has the power to do that. Okay, I'm gonna log in as root. All right, and now I'm gonna run the command host name. Before I run this command, I just wanted to tell you the file that keeps your hostname information is etc hostname. As you see, when I cat this file, it has my hostname. I could go into this file directly and modify this hostname and then reboot the system and it will work. Or I could just simply run hostname ctl command set hostname and the new hostname. So I'll put in the new hostname New York City host 1, let's say, because my machine is located in New York City and it's a number 1 host. So I'm just making it up to comply with the standard my company came up with. All right, perfect. So once I have it, I run the command. It ran. So now when you do cat etc hostname, you should see the new host name there. Yes, you see that? New York City host 1. But when you type host name, it gives you the host name of your new machine. But if you notice here, your prompt, my first Linux OS your prompt has the old host name. Why is that? Because this shell that I'm logged into, this shell has to be restarted, or the whole system has to reboot in order to read the new host name that we created. So the only way to do that is simple reboot. So I'll just run reboot, or another command for reboot is init6. So this time I'll run init6 and we'll wait for the system to come back online. Give it a couple of minutes. Got my login prompt. I'll log in. Sometime the virtual machine will take a little longer to come back online depending on your laptop speed. So I'm going to go in, right click, open terminal, and you'll see now it has the new host name, NYC host 1. So this is how you change the host name. Do you guys know how to change the host name in Windows? Well, I think you might. If not, then you should look into it, because as an administrator, you will have to work a little bit in the Windows environment too. You just go into your My Computer, right click on properties and change the host name. So it is simple in Windows through the GUI. In Linux, it's just running one command. It's simple here as well. So I'm gonna change it back to my original host name by becoming root. So this will stay consistent, and this time I'll just modify the SC hostname file. My first Linux OS, right? This is my original host name. And when you run hostname this time, it will still give you that, because the process that does the hostname changes, that process hasn't been restarted. The only way to do it is to restart like hostname, the command that we run before. But anyway, I'm just gonna go ahead and reboot my computer again, so the changes will take place and put my system back to my original hostname.